DC, it's the big day. He's affectionately called Cardi B, all right? That's the Olayemi Cardoso.
Really?
Yes, he's affectionately called Cardi B, yeah. And so he is, of course, we're expecting a big, that's what, yeah. You didn't hear that? Are you serious? Are you not on the internet? That's what it's called, that. Okay? That's what it's called.
I don't check, I just tweet. I don't check.
Are you serious?
I don't check tweets.
Yeah, so they're expecting a big hike today. And you've seen the markets basically, or rather the central bank basically telegraph the fact that you're going to get a big hike. The last Treasury bill auctions that we've seen, a 364-day T-bill now is at 19%. We did the calculation here where your real yield is about 23-24%. Bond yields are also going up as well. They're mopping up liquidity, which means there's less available, which means rates will go up. So we're expecting the press conference is at 2:00 this afternoon, and I mean, they're looking at what, 300, 400, 500 basis points. I mean, they really have to rein in liquidity, and they have to give good incentives to hold Naira securities to try and reduce demand for US dollars. So we'll see what happens there. I heard you all discussing the Oronsai report. I'm skipping that.
No. He doesn't know
You guys did enough analysis on that. I mean, it's the, what is it? The proof in the pudding is in the eating. Or how does it go? They have to show. But no, what was interesting? Because so much was done at the Federal Executive Council meeting.
Yeah.
Wale Edun saying that they are going. That's the minister for the finance minister. They're going to start paying unemployment benefits to youth. Here he is.
Given that whilst the macroeconomic reforms, the important reforms, not just one or two measures, but the whole package of reforms is relatively on track, at this period of heightened food prices, Mr. President has committed to doing all that can be done to assist in giving purchasing power to the less well-off, to the poorest. And in that line, he has committed and instructed that the social security unemployment program be devised, particularly to cater for the youth, for the unemployed graduates, as well as the society as a whole. So we have coming in the nearest future an unemployment benefit for the young unemployed in particular. Finally, all in the same line, to emphasize that there is empathy and there is feeling for those who are less well off, who are feeling particularly the pains of this adjustment. There is coming a social consumer credit program.
Consumer credit is very necessary in order to drive aggregate demand. But there's something we always, with the youth benefits now, it's a data thing.
So moving on, yeah. As regards this, so you see, I was laughing when you talked about this employment benefits.
Why are you laughing, Rufai?
This is why I'm laughing. I want this country to do very well.
You always say that and you slam them after that.
But the truth is,
yeah,
they fall my hand so many times in local parlance.
Agreed.
What's the difference between this and the Empower that was set up prior to this time? I even thought that was a better scheme, because you know what Empower will do? You will be posted to work in various places, you will add value, then you will get a stipend at the end of the month. Mm. But when the current, and what's the case about that humanitarian minister anyway? We've not heard anything.
There's still investigation.
Investigation. The
sarcasm is heavy this morning.
So, she stopped that one. She stopped the payment of Empower.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, we are going back to unemployment benefit scheme. And you're wondering what's happening. So many announcements flip-flop. Hence my skepticism about the Oronsai report again. Just like they told us, student loan will kick off in January. What's happening to it now? I mean, I want them to.
This is a lot of spending,
And where are you going to get the money from?
It's a lot. Well, the devaluation fact, I know that's what it's supposed to be.
I mean,
like the
are you also going to? And you are still spending for 12 million families.
Very quickly, as for Monetary Policy Committee, I think today would
get the outcome.
Yes.
But please, don't join them in calling the CBN governor Cardi B.
Yeah,
Before now, Emefiele was called Mefi. At least that looks like a play on his name. But Cardi B. For heaven's sake. In any case, I'm not a fan of Cardi B. I prefer the Anaconda one. That's Nicki Minaj. Finally, on a social investment program.
Yes.
Well, Mr. Edun was saying that there will be transparency, there will be accountability, and that what they are trying to do is to reinvent the social security scheme. There's also a consumer credit scheme. But the question is, if we say you are targeting 12 million households, that's a small fraction. And we just hope that they will not politicize it, that this will not be for APC members. Now, we addressed the question before, that is there a valid register?
Thank you.
Where is that national social register that they say is in place? So that you, at the end of the day, since they are not doing direct cash transfer, they must have a register. Now, Bosun Tijani and the Minister of Finance, they are saying that they will use BVN and NIN.
Yes.
How many of those people in vulnerable households have BVN?
Thank you.
Or NIN?
If I Wale
So
Edun
this
said,
is the
issues,
opaqueness involved.
Yeah.
But I hope they'll pay attention to
Of
those
course.
issues and work out the details.
Certainly.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ruth.
Thank you. Thank you.